London, September 18th. The battle between life and death has begun, and tonight, the darkness grows stronger. Morning fog. A carriage arrives at Hillingham House. Dr. Seward rushed to Lucy Westenra's home the moment he received Professor Van Helsing's urgent telegram. Seward knocks on the door. Silence. He rings the bell. Still nothing.
10 in the morning. Yet the house remains silent, unnaturally silent. Why does no one answer?
Wind blowing through trees. A terrible thought begins to form. Had he arrived too late? Rapid horse galloping. A carriage stops. Professor Van Helsing runs towards Seward.
Did you receive my telegram? Tell me, how is she? Are we too late? I did, she's alive, but we must hurry. I can't get you on to answer. And God help us.
Van Helsing realizes that they are late. The two men rush to the back of the house where there was a kitchen window. Van Helsing pulls a surgical saw from his medical case. If no door would open, they would make their own entrance.
It's stuck. Push harder. I'm trying. There. Go on, get in. It's clear.
They force open the kitchen window and climb inside. They enter the dining room. Four maidservants lie on the floor.
My God! Are they dead?
No, loaded them.
Someone had drugged the entire household. Van Helsing rises.
Leave them. Save Lucy first.
They slowly open Lucy's bedroom door. Two figures lie on the bed. Lucy and her mother. Mrs. Westenra lies lifeless under a white sheet, her face frozen in terror. Lucy beside her, pale, almost dead, and on her throat, two small wounds. The marks were there again. Van Helsing presses his ear to Lucy's chest. Suddenly,
It is not yet too late. Quick, quick, bring the brandy. Yes, Professor. I can do this all that can be at the present. You go wake those maids. Flick them in the face with a wet towel and flick them hard. Make them get heat and fire and a warm bath. This poor soul is nearly as cold as that beside her. She will need to be heated before we can do anything more.
it was no longer medicine alone that fought for Lucy's life. It was a war against something unseen. Her heartbeat slowly strengthens. Van Helsing smiles grimly.
The first victory is ours. But at what cost? A cost we were willing to pay. Now we press on. What are we to do now? Where are we to turn for help? You are exhausted already.
Van Helsing says that he is exhausted too. He fears to trust those women, even if they would have courage to submit. He worries who will donate the blood to the ill Lucy. A voice speaks from the shadows.
What's the matter with me, anyhow?
The American adventurer Quincey Morris steps forward.
What brought you here? I guess art is the cause. He handed me a telegram.
Have not heard from Seward for 3 days, and am terribly anxious. Cannot leave. Father still in same condition. Send me word how Lucy is. Do not delay to Holmwood.
I think I came just in the nick of time. You know you have only to tell me what to do.
So another friend had arrived, just in time to save Lucy again. Van Helsing grips his hand firmly.
A brave man's blood is the best thing on earth when a woman in trouble.
Needles, blood flowing. Lucy struggling violently between life and death. Her breathing ragged, her body convulsing. By now, Lucy carried the blood of 4 men within her veins: Arthur Holmwood, Dr. Seward, Quincey Morris, and Van Helsing himself. But still, something continued to drain her life. Later, Van Helsing discovers a letter that had fallen from Lucy's chest. Seward reads it. His face fills with horror.
What does this mean? You will understand later.
In the hall, Seward met Quincey Morris, with a telegram for Arthur telling him that Mrs. Westenra was dead, that Lucy also had been ill, but was now going on better, and that Van Helsing and I were with her. Quincey, Seward, and Van Helsing discuss about the condition of Lucy.
The blood transfusion, I take it that both you and Van Helsing had done already what I did today. Is not that so? And I guess Art was in it too.
About 10 days.
And how long has this been going on? What took the blood out?
On September 19th, Lucy, last night, slept fitfully, being always afraid to sleep, and something weaker when she woke from it. When the day came, she was hardly able to turn her head. Van Helsing and Quincey Morris noticed a difference in Lucy's appearance. Her open mouth showed the pale gums drawn back from the teeth, which thus looked positively longer and sharper than usual.
I want to meet Arthur.
When he saw her, Arthur was simply choking with emotion, and none of us could speak. Arthur and Lucy spoke dearly.
My dear Seward, I must report a disturbing incident concerning your patient.
Earlier that afternoon, a carrier's cart arrived near the empty house beside the asylum, the very place Renfield had tried to escape to before.
You thief! Murderer! I know your plan! Help! They're coming for me! Shut up, you foul-mouthed beggar! You don't understand, they're here!
Easy now, what's he on about? He's mad, ignore him. No, please, Henry.
The man ignored the insults and left. But strangely, when Dr. Hennessy questioned Renfield, the patient behaved calmly, as if nothing had happened.
He pretended complete innocence, but it was only another trick.
Within half an hour, Renfield escaped through the window and ran toward the road.
Hey, stop!
I feared he meant mischief, and I was right.
Seeing the same cart carrying large wooden boxes, Renfield attacked the men violently.
I'll stop that beer shop, Roy! I fight lost!
Even after being struck with a heavy whip, Renfield fought like a wild beast, strong enough to battle 3 men at once.
It took great effort to subdue him. Finally, we forced him into a straight waistcoat and locked him in the padded room.
One attendant suffered a broken finger. The terrified carriers threatened legal action until Dr. Hennessy calmed them with drinks and money.
I will report anything further of interest and inform you immediately if something important occurs. I write tonight with a heavy heart. Sorrow surrounds us. Lucy grows weaker, and death seems closer with every passing hour.
Dr. Seward takes over the night watch beside Lucy, while Professor Van Helsing convinces Arthur to rest for a while.
Come, my child. You are exhausted with grief. Rest beside me by the fire. We must preserve our strength for Lucy.
Arthur reluctantly leaves the room, casting a final worried glance at Lucy's pale face. The room was filled with the sharp scent of garlic. Around Lucy's neck hung a wreath of garlic flowers, Van Helsing's strange protection. Lucy sleeps uneasily. Outside, a large bat repeatedly strikes the window in the moonlight.
Each time Lucy drifted into a deep sleep, she removed the garlic flowers. Yet whenever she awoke, she clutched them tightly.
She is very weak. The pallor is worse than before. My God.
The wounds on Lucy's throat had completely disappeared.
She is dying. It will not be long now. Wake Arthur. He must see her one last time.
Arthur kneels beside Lucy, holding her fragile hand.
Arthur, my love, I am so glad you have come.
For a moment, she seems peaceful, like a tired child falling asleep. But suddenly, a terrible change comes over her.
Arthur, I think he's my termite.
Arthur leans forward, but suddenly,
Not for your life!
with incredible strength, Van Helsing drags Arthur away.
Not for your living soul, you nor for hers!
For a brief instant, rage flashes across Lucy's face, her sharp teeth clench together. Then suddenly, she becomes gentle again.
My true friend, go Arthur, and give me peace.
I swear it.
He allows Arthur to kiss her forehead, only once. Their eyes meet in silent farewell. Moments later, Lucy's breathing stops.
It is finished. She is dead.
Lucy's beauty strangely returns in death, as if peace has finally come.
Poor girl. At last she has peace. No, not peace. This is only the beginning.